What's up, YouTube? Been a minute since I did an actual video with commentary. I do have posts under the community section of my YouTube page. So you know how to get to there. Go there, you can see a lot of posts I have there. I have more updates on that than actual videos because it takes more time to do a video. I can do a post from work on the road somewhere or whatever. So I have a lot more updated posts than videos. But this right here, FMS FCX24 Power Wagon, came out about 2 years ago. I bought it when it came out. Around the time it came out, 2-speed transmission. They changed the game with that. Now other companies are doing 2-speed transmissions, but they started it in this scale. Might see the links on here. I made these links. Like I said, I had this truck when it came out. There were no aftermarket parts for it when I did the links. So I made them. You see the Endure drive shafts. They're for the Gladiator, axial Gladiator. I noticed I measured everything up and they're pretty close. So when we're done, it's been working. The links, what's the guy's name? It's either RC Driver or Harley Davidson RC. Or Builders. I forget. One of the three made links like 10, 15 years ago. So I seen that video recently when I wanted to make links for this. Saw the video and they guided me through it. Theirs aren't like mine. I didn't do mine exactly the way they did theirs. But end of the day, it's the same idea. So props to which one of them did the video. I can't remember offhand. Like I said, I did that and the drive shafts before this truck started getting aftermarket parts. Had many different backs on it. But anyway, I went with the brushless system. Originally furitek. This is the TEGU Pro or TEGU 24 Pro 2-in-1 ESC. I went with this because I wanted rear wheel steer, which I do have on here. And this particular 2-in-1 has 2 servo ports. So it was a breeze to do 2-way steer with this. And with the Avatar radio, which is that's the other part. It's ESC and a receiver built in one. And there's the Bluetooth right there, bought separately. That is mounted on the side with some mounting tape. These are my custom light harness I made up. I made this before they actually made the harness for it. So jumped ahead on that one, made that up. So I have headlights, fog lights, and rear lights on this. So anyway, this is good. There's nothing wrong with it. Smooth, like all furitek items so far. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I give them a shout out because I like their products. Not sponsored, has enough of me giving free to me. All these years I've been doing this, enough of me giving free to me. But I don't do it for that. I do it because I like the hobby. So anyway, as of recently, the Radiomaster MT12 radio came out. Sorry for the tight shots, but I'm working with the little space I got left right here. And Armin RC has a hell of a channel for that Radiomaster MT12 radio. One time I asked him a question. I think about setting up a custom drag brake for 1/10 scale truck. That it was a 2-speed, but when I put in a second speed, it would like stop on a dime. And sometimes it might want to flip over. So I wanted a drag brake. This is before Hobby Wing made a version 2 of the ESC with the adjustable drag brake. This is before that. So I wanted to be able to adjust my drag brake on the fly. And I knew that radio can do it. I just didn't have the skills to do it myself. So I dropped him a line. He made the video. Perfect. I kept watching him. Then recently, he did a video about 4-wheel steering. I said steer. 4-wheel steering. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go back real quick. The problem with this, a personal problem with this build, is that this is a 2-speed transmission, and I had the rear wheel steer. but I only had a channel, only had 2 channels, one open free channel for a second servo. The Avatar radio has built-in 4-wheel steer options, as far as rear wheel steering with the front, it mirrors it but the opposite way, and crab steering. So I can even plug it up for the rear wheel steer or for the 2-speed transmission. All this time, I wanted both. Saw his video, already had the radio. I'm like, bet. He did the video about it. So, went out and bought another ESC, and of course, Dumbo receiver. So, with no furitek ESC, I like furitek. Like I said, never got nothing free or nothing like that from them. No discounts or nothing. But I never had an issue with any of their products. So I stick with them. I don't abuse them neither. So it's been working out. Anyway, bought their Python. This is the regular, it's not the Pro. Don't need the Pro. A lot of people around. I got a couple of their Pros. The Pro's been good. I said, let me try the regular one. And I haven't ran it yet, but it's pretty much the same equivalent thing, except the Pro is 4S. And I think it has a higher BEC, internal BEC. I think it goes up to 8.4 or whatever. But I think this goes up to, I guess, 7.4, 8.2, whatever they are. It goes up to the 8. I think this goes up to the 7. Which most smart RCs, I never went up to 8. So I said, let me try it on here. Although it got 3 servos on here. I did test it out through the house. No glitching or anything. So, and I didn't even turn it up. So it's still set on 5.5. Which is odd. I asked him before, why don't you start your servos at 6? He's like, some aftermarket servos don't do 6 or whatever. I get that, but it should start at 6. It have 6 as an option instead of 5.5. But it is what it is. With that, put it in there. Put the Dumbo receiver. Made a small plate, but you probably can't see it, of course. But they're sitting on the plate, sitting there versus sitting in the front where it usually sit at. And as you saw, the body sits on there with no problem. Nothing here is in the way of the motor. I don't know if that's focused or not. Nothing's in the way of the motor. Everything is good. My personal battery clip I just made this one a little bit taller for this type of battery. I had some other ones that were smaller than that for the stock 3800 milliamp batteries. Well, was it 3800? I believe. 360. These come with this truck. So anyway, this is I think a 520 or something. Anyway, it's has a higher capacity. So that's there, it fits in there with no problem. And I changed the servos too. So I bought the ESC, dug out the receiver, bought these ramp crab metal geared servos, which is stock size. Because I didn't want any risers. Also because, look at my links aren't average. They're pretty bulky at the ends. So I didn't want risers to go all the way up there and interfere with the front travel. So this is still stock size servos, front and rear. Come with a metal horn. Like I said, I asked the question on Facebook. Anybody had experience with them? They got all good comments. So bought them. Came as a set. Still the stock shifting servo. So that's only shifting. So if that goes, I'll change it. But I did have to make an adapter, which I'll post in the corner. Had to make 2 adapters. One for the servo, so I can run it with this Dumbo receiver. Then I made this splitter, so I can plug in a receiver, normal side on here, then a little 1.24 or 2.5, whatever, because I don't feel like changing those lights out. I got 3 lights, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear. So I got 3 ends on this, and that's how it goes into the receiver. Wow, I got stuck. That's the hook on here. Well, all right. Wow, it's really in there. Okay, that was crazy. But I'm gonna change that too. After I started this video, I thought about something, so I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, let's plug him up. Turn the radio on. I'll show you all these features. The reason I
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning.
The reason I wanted to change up this build. Excuse my surroundings. Like I said, this is my workspace right here. A lot of things happen in this little space right here. I'm gonna clean it up one day. Not today, it's too hot. Alright, so that's on. Yeah, there's gonna be some crazy angles here. Blue Wagon. Alright. Plug him up. Made all this real tight to fit under the body, tight space. Click him on. 2-cell. It can do 3-cell. Like I said, the Python Pro can do 4S. Really haven't seen a need for 4S in the crawler, but to each his own. So 3S is in here, that's in there. Everything's a go. Okay, now I'm gonna show you this first. Like I said, 2-speed transmission. Watch the light down here. Transmission's on this button right here. So that's, of course, that's crawling. The first gear. Hit second. Hot pursuit mode. That way I know the gears have changed. Now I can go back and do the drag brake like I said, but that's the purpose of this video. I'm just showing y'all that. Back to green. Now I know visually what gear it's in. Okay, that's that. Now as far as the steering, all 4 wheels in the picture. Yep. All right, so as you see, this is regular. Now switch right here in the middle. Reverse rear. Well, I got reversed on there, but it's reversed, meaning the front is reversed from the rear. Switch all the way in. Crab walk. Crab W. Alright. Now a function I didn't have with the Avatar radio. Bring this back to the front. Now just this knob right here. Rear wheel steering. Solo. Okay. Couldn't do that with the Avatar radio. Not the old radio. I don't know about this new radio they made, but so now I have absolutely every steering ability now that I have it on this radio. People were scared of this radio. I was too in the beginning. Until other people started like putting out how-to videos on it. For $150, I love this radio. Let me see. I think I have about 12 cars on here now. Yeah, this is the 12th one I put on there. The first one was my Challenger, 110th Challenger with the FPV system in it. But you got 12 on here now. So that's really all I wanted to show y'all was that. This radio is no joke. So there's that. My little magnet mounts. I said I did this way back when the truck came out. So we're talking about 2 years ago. I recently did this rear. I want something different. So I printed out my little paddles and my tall jerry can. Or my tracks, or whatever you want to call them things. Little fire extinguisher up there. A little detail. And since I moved the electronics from here to there, you know what I got a room for now. So I'm about to put one of those little winches right there. So this truck is going to be highly equipped. Now I can remove this fake grappling hook or whatever you want to call this thing. Which is cool to serve this purpose. I'm looking through the camera. I'll just throw that back there. The little exhaust fell out. I gotta glue that in here. But that's it, folks. Quick update on my old blue Wagon. Peace.